Hey, so I'm gonna try my best because I've had you know how anyway. So you know how at Christmas and New Year's you tend to get quite a bit of that was my stomach. I had a kebab earlier. You know how at Christmas and New Year's you might have like more of the alcoholic type of drinks than you normally would. So I've still got my Baileys what I've got to work through, and I've got four little bottles of rum. So you've got to drink it because apparently it goes off if you leave it for more than a week. So yeah. Anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is looking at the new titles coming out in March for DC, Marvel, and from previews, Image and Distillery. So let's start with Marvel, and it could get around to with Marvel because I want to love them. I used to love them big time. I used to love them equally with DC, but they're just shit at the moment. Let's be honest, and they're not doing much to carry my favour at the moment. So they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So DC had quite a huge, big hit with Godzilla versus Kong versus Justice League, that 7-issue series. What had really nice art. Apparently, it was a good, fun story as well. Dumb fun story. And so Marvel, for lack of any fresh ideas, are jumping on the bandwagon, and they're doing a series of 6 one-shots featuring Godzilla versus different superhero teams. First one is with Godzilla versus Fantastic Four with Ryan North writing, John Romita Jr. doing artwork, who's a very divisive artist. $4.99, 32 pages. That's all I can say without. It's just meh. Talk about meh. The One World Under Doom bandwagon with 100 million titles carries on rolling, introducing another miniseries. This one's set in Korea for no particular reason, called Doom's Division by Yoon Ha Lee and Min Kyu Jung. $4.99, 5-issue series. And we also have a new Doctor Strange. I love Doctor Strange, but I don't know the writer Derek Landy. He's done apparently Infinity Watch. Carlos Magno, I remember from Captain America. He's okay. It's just so very mid-range, and because Doctor Doom's the Sorcerer Supreme in Earth, Doctor Strange becomes the Sorcerer Supreme of Asgard. So there you go. It annoys because it's not going to stay like that. It'll go on until the Doctor Doom miniseries finish, crossover event, whatever, the one with 100 million titles finishes. Then Doctor Strange will end up being Doctor Strange of Earth. So stop this comic and relaunch another Doctor Strange comic. I'm bored of your way of doing comic series, Marvel. I really am. Talk about being bored about what they're doing. They did Spirits of Vengeance, which now stopped, but let's do a new miniseries but call it Spirits of Violence. Hey! What's the next one going to be? Spirits of Venereal Disease. So it's by Sabar Pizzada. Not got a clue. And Paul Davidson on artwork. $3.99. Now, I've been trying to love Marvel's X-Men. I've been reading Exceptional X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, and the least of the three, Jed McKay X-Men. And two of them are okay. Two of them are fine. The last one, but they've just had a crossover, and now they're going to do a 9-issue crossover across 9 of the titles called X-Manhunt. I'm tired of this Marvel, so I am debating whether it's worth stopping now. I think they just pushed me too far. I'm just bored of crossovers for no reason at all. And then there's another What If comic called What If Mickey and Friends Became the Avengers. One comic from Marvel I'm interested in. No, it's the post-Christmas miracle. And this is that thing. I've got a list by my teenagers, so I've got to really concentrate on that. And it's one of 5 issues. I would so love this to be an ongoing. Why can't you just do this, Marvel? Do it ongoing, come on. 5 issues, but it's written by Tony Fleecs, who I'm loving on Ferrell, and it's got art by Leonard Kirk, who's very dependable, covered by Nick Bradshaw, who's basically Arthur Adams light. Yeah, 5 issues, $4.99. Hopefully the next issue will be $3.99. I don't like how Marvel do the prices at the moment, it confuses me. But I'm tempted with that. I love the Thing. Him and Nightcrawler are my two favourite Marvel characters. And one shots again with Nick Fury this time versus Fing Fang Foom, J. Michael Straczynski, Elena Casagrande on artwork. And oh, what's joy! Another one shot. And of course, we need more Web of Spider-Verse, New Blood. I wish they just did like 25 good titles instead of 100 mid-range or shit titles, honestly. There's one comic I'm really excited for, and it's a reprint, so I'll come to that later. But let's just have a quick flick through. Okay, so next up, I like how Marvel think, oh, let's get on the bandwagon of the success of one of our films 6 months after the film's been out. And so with the Deadpool and Wolverine film, there's all these different versions of Deadpool. And so Marvel, jumping on their own bandwagon 6 months too late, bring out a comic called Pool Illuminati. Who is this appealing to? Who buys Deadpool? So many issues of Deadpool. It's ridiculous. Zach Gorman and Alexis Quasanaro write it. And Todd Noack does the artwork, who's a good artist, but who the fuck are those two writing it? First 2 pages, $4.99. I don't know if it's an ongoing or one shot, it doesn't say. But one comic on the front is Facsimile, and it's one comic I had years ago, and I adored it. And it's by Barry Windsor Smith, writing, and Barry Windsor Smith on pencils. And it's Marvel Fanfare 15, and it just focuses on Ben Grimm, the Blue-Eyed Thing. Can't wait for that. That's my pick of this month's Marvel comics. So let's see if there's anything else. Right, there's new Star Wars comic called Star Wars Jedi Knights, focusing on all the Jedi Knights, different tales of them. And it says it's first issue in the prequel era, $4.99, by Mark Guggenheim, artwork by Madibek Musabukov. And then we have Star Wars The Rise of... that's an issue 2, ignore me there. We'll edit that out. We won't. Can't be asked. And that's it for Marvel. Okay, so... Not impressed. The only thing that's got me excited is the New Thing miniseries and the Marvel Fanfare facsimile, which I'm definitely buying. But apart from that, shit. Right, let's move on to DC. And the one that I think they're banking the houses on and the mortgages, everything on, is Hush 2, which is not really Hush 2, but everybody's already said all that on Comics YouTube. But Hush 2, return of Jeff Loeb and, of course, superstar artist and president of DC, Jim Lee. It's going to be 6 issues, and there's going to be like a gap of 6 months, and then they're going to do another 6 issues down the line. So that's going to be the big selling point. So Batman 158, and then first new Batman story by Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee together again after what, 20 years, something like that. But yeah, $4.99, but 40 pages, and all these wonderful variant covers as well. I get Batman anyway, so I'm looking forward to that. This one I'm kind of looking forward to, but my most disappointing comic I bought this week was Metamorpho by Al Ewing, and he's also writing a new DC comic. This one I'm hoping will be better because I don't think he does comedy very well. So this isn't comedy. I think this is more his wheelhouse. And he's doing Absolute Green Lantern with artwork by John F. Lindsay. So it's going to be the Absolute Universe's version of Green Lantern. Very excited to see what happens here. 40 pages, $4.99. But the one I'm really excited about from the Absolute Universe. It's Absolute Martian Manhunter by Dennis Camp and Javier Rodriguez. This is going to be the sleeper hit, I predict, of 2025. This and New Gods. And yeah, 40 pages, $4.99. And there's another Absolute Flash by Jeff Lemire. Tempted, I like Jeff Lemire. Nick Robles on art, solid artist. Again, 40 pages, $4.99. Nice Absolute version of the Flash. I've stopped the Flash ongoing, so I might get that, I don't know. And there's a tie into the Peacemaker TV series, and it's the Vigilante Eagle double feature. Story consult by James Gunn, so that's a grab. And writing by Tim Seeley and Rex Ogle. But the one that's really, I'm tempted by, I might just get the collection. It's got art by Mitch Gerrard and Matteo Lally. So 5 issues. It ties into the ongoing TV series, and it's $3.99, 1 of 5. And then the Secret. It's only 7 o'clock. I'm so tired today. Secret 6 #1. It doesn't say whether it's. Yeah, it's a limited series. I think it's 6 issues, but it doesn't state. This one doesn't know me about DC. I wish it would state if it's a mini series or not. $3.99. It's written by Nicole Mays. I'm really pleased with how she's gone from being an actress playing Dreamer to now becoming quite a respected comics writer. Good on her. Really pleased to see. Bit of trans representation as well. Hey, not too bad. And art by Steve Segovia, who's a very good artist. And yeah, so the Secret 6 are back. It's kind of like a mashup of Secret 6 and Suicide Squad from my eyes, but it would be one. I'm not going to put it in my pull list. I'll have a look if I see it in the store. And then there's Adventure Superman Book of L. It doesn't say if it's ongoing or limited. $3.99, but it's kind of like just tying up the loose ends from Philip Kennedy Johnson's Superman run. So if you enjoyed that, it might be one worth investigating. I liked his run on Didn't. It's like with his Incredible Hulk run. He gets very flabby. He can't tell a story in 4 issues. It's got to go on for 24 issues before he wraps up a storyline. And he tries my patience. He's a good writer. And I hope he's not going to be doing that with Batman and Robin. But I'm waffling now. Let's carry on. Oh, pardon me. You didn't hear that. One, I do not understand the appeal for this for anybody. Harley Quinn Fartacular. Silent but B-U-T-T deadly. 1. $5.99, 32 pages. So basically each page is set up with a fart. Only buy it if you want to use it to wipe your ass with, honestly. What a stupid idea and a waste of trees to print such a shit, crap, pathetic idea. But one comic I'm quite interested in, because I've suddenly, at the age of 55, really got into Sonic the Hedgehog the movies. I have no affiliation with Sonic until now, and DC are doing a crossover with DC X Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's got me intrigued. $3.99. So what more do you need? Sonic's big at the moment. DC's big at the moment with all the rolling. It could be good. They seem to be doing good stuff with the crossover franchises. One of note: Superman: The Last Days of Lex Luthor #2, the Black Label oversized book, finally comes out. $6.99. I think it's been about a year and a bit since the last one. I've still got it somewhere. One comic that would be good if you've got kids. My daughter used to love this, but she's far too old and cool now. Teen Titans Go has a new comic coming out, $2.99. Geeky Old Hog if you want to get something good for your grandchild, and it won't cost a lot to buy. So Teen Titans Go has a new comic that should be fun for kids or those who've got fond memories of the cartoon. And there's some interesting facsimiles as well. There's a big, giant, oversized. If I had the money, I'd buy these, but I can't justify $14.99. But these, like the reprints, Don't you hate it when you get like a hair in your face and you can't find out where it's coming from? And that's going to be... I've got it. Yay! But yeah, it's $14.99. It's big, oversized, 80-page giant, like the Muhammad Ali versus Superman. So this is Batman Strangest Cases. It's got the talents of Denny O'Neil, Neil Adams, Len Wein, Benny Wrightson, Frank Robbins, Dick Giordano, and many others. It looks cool. If I have a bit of funny money still left over, I might buy it. But if you've got the money for it, I would recommend buying it because that's peak classic Batman. And one that I might get because it's the Batman Adventures, first appearance of Batgirl, the reprinting that. This was a solid comic. What I like about how DC do it compared to Marvel, they do it on just normal newsprint, like the comics were originally, like Marvel do it on the glossy pages, which defeats the object. So that's it for those. So now move on to Image. Hey, back. Even though you won't have realised I've been missing because I paused it, so ignore me. So first one from Image is a spiritual sequel to Invincible, part of the Invincible universe, and it's Battle Beast. I'm not familiar because I never read Invincible, one of the few that haven't. But it's $3.99, 40 pages, written by Robert Kirkman, and it's got the Invincible artist Ryan Otley on it. And what they're doing is they're doing a blind bag version where there'll be some where they're blind bagged and you run a chance of just getting a different type of variant cover, and some of them are like super rare variants. So that's bringing a bit of fun back into the comics industry. So if you liked Invincible and you're familiar with Battle Beast, that could be one to pick up. I might try it, I don't know. And then there's a mini-series, 6th issue by Matthew Rosenberg and Stefano Landini. 40 pages for $4.99, 6 issues. And it looks like it's a sci-fi thriller. We're taking everyone down with us. That could be good. I try not to get too many minis because there's just so many ongoing to get as it is. So again, it would be a matter of if I have the money for it or not. And yes, I am talking like this because I have lost where I'm up to. Such a fucking numpty. I'm just going to pause again. Okay, now this one coming from Image, I'm really looking forward to. It's another series from Dennis Camp. It seems to be his year. And it's $4.99, but you get 48 pages. Artwork by Eric Zawadsky. It's called Assorted Crisis Events. So it's basically doing the concepts of like Crisis of Infinite Earths, so there's all these different multiple Earths, but instead of it being superhero set, it's just ordinary people caught up in it, these cataclysmic events. And yeah, I'm intrigued. There's a big buzz with Dennis Camp. He's one of the writers that I think people are willing to take risks on. So that could be interesting. There's a new Adventure Man miniseries, 3 issues by Matt Fraction, Terry Dawson, and Rachel Dotson. Family Tree. What's that? And then one company I really do like on Image is Ninth Circle, who do these big oversized one-shots, 48-page one-shots. They're like Distillery style, but without the square-bound spine, but more like a magazine. But they're still cardstock and oversized, and it's just $7.99, 48 pages. This was by Garth Ennis and Dalibor Talajic, called Kids, and it's basically kids being replaced by monsters. So I'll get that in journey of it. And then there's a new Universal Monsters series, 4 issues. I don't know. I got the other 3 I liked, but I'm not that invested in the Mummy, to be honest. And it's a writer who's got a lot of Reisler Award winners, etc. But I'm not familiar with them, so it will be a matter of checking them out at the shop, I think. It's by Faith Erin Hicks, $4.99, and they're doing the Mummy. But like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to invest my time into that. Then Tyler Boss and artist Adriano Tuccilicchi have a mini-series, 6 issues, called You Do Bad Things, $3.99. It says it's a Gallo-inspired thriller, and you do bad things. And I think, yeah, that's that. So we can now move on to one of my favourite companies, DSTLRY. And again, I'll say it again and again. Yes, they're $8.99, but you're buying a graphic novel, European format graphic novel. I have no problem with that. People are willing to pay $9.99 for this comic size with 40-60 pages from Marvel, so why not? Come on. But yeah, so rant out of the way. So they've got a new series by Mercat Andolfo, Midnight Airlines. Looks like more of a horror-based comic than normal for her. Kind of looking forward to that. I think there's some preview. No, there's no preview pages. This is the first time I've seen a DSTLRY comic where I might not get this. I could be breaking a run, but it's Defiance #1. And it's the writer, Chuck Austin. He ruined the X-Men for me. And I can't let it go. He killed the X-Men. He was so bad. Because the 90s, when he did the X-Men, he was shocking. I mean, apparently he's meant to have improved, but I still hold a lot of bitterness to what he did to the X-Men. Oh, God. But Patrick Olive's a solid artist, and apparently it's getting quite a bit of praises, so it's defined. But that could be the first time I pass on a DSTLRY comic. I don't know. The artwork looks fine. It could be a good story. He could have improved a lot. It's one of the few times I've got a grievance against an writer for his past sins on a comic. He made me fall out of the X-Men for a long, long time. So that's it. I hope you enjoy that. Bit rambling and freewheeling, but hey, alcohol ain't gonna drink itself. I've got to do it. I'm doing the Lord's work. It's my Christian civil service to do that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. Like I said, coming in the week, there will be some review episodes because I've just got so many comics to read. I just don't want to throw a review half-assed one where I just don't really read the comics, just give you like a vague outline. I like to give a full in-depth review of each comic I read. So yeah, that'll be coming soon. Okay, so bye. Bye.